What's happening, lads, and welcome back to the Morghur the Shadowgave campaign. Last time we did some stuff, and now Khazrak is about to attack Castle Templehof and take out some undead. So we have a new banner here, the Banner of Madness. So fear, terror, and a physical resistance plus its passive ability. Unless that's literally the same thing. I don't know. Oh wait, it's literally right in front of me. I just can't read. It's a direct damage around things around it. So I think we are going to put that on the Jabberslave because it just makes the most sense. Because he is a absolute creature of madness and horror. Let's get into this battle. The siege of Templehof. Khazrak's army has encircled the enemy and has begun pounding them from a distance with the catapults. Our Jabberslaves are going against the gates, as well as our Regiment of Renown Gorgon. They are going to try and take down that gate. Meanwhile, our little shaman, Ibahoof, the Runeclaw himself, is going to be dropping devolves and Traderkins on all of the enemy units. So let's have a little look at the undead army while we slowly pelt the enemy with our catapults. So they have a lot of Graveguard in this army. There is a lot of two-handed version as well as one-handed versions. Oh, here it comes. Absolutely devastating everything in this area. They, of course, have some... Are these Kernraves? Kernraves, indeed. These little ghosty boys with their giant magical staffs. They are going to be quite a problem for us if we get into melee with them. So we're going to try and get rid of them using spells as well as our catapults. I believe they have a bit of spell resistance. No, they don't actually. Their physical resistance is 75%. So if we did want to fight them in melee, we really needed to get some magical attacks going. Here's another Graveguard unit. This is the Sword and Shield variant. So, as I said, there's plenty of them. And the two-handed variant and another Kernrave. In the distance, however, I don't know what the hell my voice just did, we have some Hex Raves, cavalry versions of the Kern Raves. They are very effective in the flank, but I feel like I don't really see them that much in the battle till the end. They have some fast as fuck script ghouls. They are all here ready to try and devastate us. And what is this? Crypt Horrors, that's what they're called. They are crypt ghouls on heroin, meth, cocaine, every drug under the fucking sun. They are buffed up, junked up, and ready to eat some flesh. I think there was a lord here as well somewhere. I don't know where he went though. He must have just disappeared. Oh, he's over here. There he is. As you see, we are just still pounding the enemy. It is a vampiress. She is Laura Shadows, I believe. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. But let's say we are still slowly going to do this battle. We have just got the cannons still firing like fuck. I have Khazrak, the Jabberslave, Agahof, and the Gorgon all against this gate. So hopefully it'll come down quite quickly while our catapults do the rest. They have some Fargeists in the air. Very high power flying units, but we should be able to get rid of them using our manticores, surround them, drop a few spells on them as well. Should be nice. I also have a little other force over here. We have a chariot as well as our warhounds. They are trying to break down the gate. My plan over here is to set up a little kill box where I can set one here, one here, one here. The unit comes in, everyone hits them, they retreat out. So that's my main plan on this side, and hopefully also be able to pull the enemy that way and get distracted. So I sent up all our Besticores and our Chaos Spawn, and the enemy has noticed it and sent their Fargeists to attack our catapults. They see that they're completely open now, and just completely attack them without us even knowing. It took me a while to realize, but once I did, I sent all of the Besticores, Chaos Spawn, everything back to get rid of the Terrorgeist, not Terrorgeist, Fargeists. Anyway, we have the two Manticores fighting the Fargeists. It's doing pretty well of beating them down in the air. I think the really high weapon strength and the AP of the Manticores just did really good matchup, a really good matchup against the Fargeist. They're very good against infantry. They're not that good against single models. So the Manticores are really just chopping them down. Of course, this squad, however, got into a bunch of our Skaven, and they are fucking things up. And they have somehow summoned a zombie unit. I don't understand how they got it out here with the Fat Speed in there. So unless there's an army ability for when a unit is like half strength or something, maybe that's it. Kind of like how the Warriors of Chaos used to, I don't know if they still have actually. They used to have a ability at SFO where if an enemy unit was half strength, you could summon a Flamestorm on them and a Chaos Spawn would be spawned as well. So it could be something like that. We have said everything to deal with the Fargeist. They've also got that zombie unit in there pretty much soaking up a lot of the damage while the Fargos hit us. So I need to keep selecting all the units here and keep right-clicking on that Fargos to make sure they are focus attacking them. And then afterwards we could deal with the zombies because they are pretty useless. They look cool, but they're pretty fucking useless. This catapult, however, did route. Came straight off over here, so I'm going to have them setting up and then they could take the artillery pieces again. But they route once again, and this route leads to a full break, and I have lost this whole catapult squad. Luckily, however, they didn't get this catapult squad, so they could still continue to fire on the enemy. Over here, the gate is still up. Khazrak actually left to go help over there, so it is just a waiting game. So we're just going to get the catapults going again. He's going to continue to focus them devolves and Traderkin. So let us fast forward for a bit here. As you see, just more spells. Manticore's going to come over here. They're going to start looking for targets. I think I've seen a critical squad here all on their own. Manticores are just going to drop in there, do a bit of damage to them for now. And once things get close enough, we're just going to pull them out of the combat again. This gatehouse is nearly down. This, thinking about this, I think this might be a problem with the replay again. Because the Manticores didn't actually drop down to this battle until the enemy, or until the gates were open and we were inside. So all of this was fighting at this point. Oh no. I think the replay might be fucked. We'll see if one of the Manticores route off the field. If that's the case, well, it didn't happen in the battle, so I can just cut it from here and go to where it is in the actual battle. The Manticore's getting out of combat. He's come back in. Yeah, now I'm kind of worried about this. I don't know if the replay is going to keep breaking like this. Is Jaroslav and Gorgon, they're still going at the gate. So I'm a bit confused. Bit scared, bit pissed off that Singe keeps doing this shit, but that's okay. We are still winning the battle, however, so I'm not too sure how this one's gonna work. That gate goes down, okay. We go in and we win the battle that way, but it's not gonna look like how we actually fought the battle. Okay, that one's routed. That didn't happen before. I'm gonna just pause it here and swap over to the real battle. Alrighty boys, and welcome back to the real battle this time. So just before the replay decided to be weird, we are showing that the Manticores weren't even in the battle. Them units weren't even there either way either, but you know what, it is what it is. So at this point the gates have went down. Most of our units are still on the outside dealing with the Fargeist, whatever it's called. And yeah, we just dealt with all of them. One of the catapults is still firing, the other one is still routed. So I'm going to pull everything over now to come in and attack the actual enemy gates. You see, the Skaven did rally, but once they get to the catapult, they completely break and they are gone. So I'm going to change the Playcall catapult target from firing on our own units to the left side here into that skeleton warrior unit. Pretty much just shoot anything that is not right in front of us and doing a bit of damage to our own guys. Khazrak and Co are coming in now. These Manticores are doing a good job against the Crypt Ghouls. Of course, look at their HP and their morale. They did not take as much damage as the replay said it did. I wonder if it's an SFO thing and it's to do with the gates, because the SFO gates, of course, have a lot more health. So I wonder if because of that, the replay isn't taking that into account, or maybe the main game isn't taking that into account, and because of that, the inputs that it works the replays off is all fucked up. Because if you don't know, replays are worked on. They are not actually complete replays. There's not like a video of the battle itself. Instead, it's going to save all your inputs to a data set, and from that data set, it's going to replay the battle, completely use all the inputs that you put in, as well as the CPU's inputs, and pretty much recreate it. So sometimes some of the battles are a bit different, and sometimes the battles completely break, but it is what it is. You can see here, we are setting up on the left side here a little like protective box. We're going to use the Bestigors to hold everything back there, as well as the Gorgon. And on the right side here, Khazrak and the main monster squads are going to push up against that wall, try and break in that way, and deal with the Lord that's there, as well as the Skeleton Warriors, and they might be Graveguard actually. Yeah, they're Graveguard indeed. But then the Hex Ray should be coming down there as well, so we should be able to take care of them. You're seeing also that our cav units on the far top left of your screen, they're kind of just sitting outside. They brought so many units over once that gate was down. Pretty much half their army came over to defend. So they did a pretty good job of distracting the enemy. As you see there, I was like, you know what? Might as well send everything on this left flank up, because there's no point just standing about. They have the Hex Wraiths there, the Graveguard. Everything came into the two Manticores that are just chilling. So I need to just spam spells, do as much damage to them as possible before they rout our Manticores off the field, because we still need to get that enemy wall down before Khazrak and the Jabberslave can get in. We still have some units as well outside of the map. Well, not outside of the map, outside of the wall. So I'm going to get them in as well, and they're going to go for Khazrak. Well, to that side and help out, because they do have them crypt horrors that have came in as well. So it's starting to look a bit scary on the side of Khazrak. I feel like he is going to start taking a lot of damage, as well as the Manticores. So he really needs some backup. Our Chaos Spawn, of course, over there. They are just chilling. They're not chilling, they're moving. They're coming to help out our Plague Claw catapults. I'm trying to move them in a way that they can start firing on enemy units in the distance, like the ones at the top right now. But I'm pretty much going to make them go back and forward, and they're not going to shoot at all. Kind of wasted their usefulness, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that anyway. So another devolve on there. I keep forgetting that he had the Cygor summon, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to summon him, and then I realized if I summon him right there, he is just going to start throwing his artillery piece and doing a lot of damage to our own units. So you can see here, I'm bringing our cav in to make that kill box that I was talking about. Just an attack on each flank, and hopefully that's enough to break a whole unit. I do believe the Hounds of Pestilence have fear and terror, maybe only fear, I'm not too sure. So that leadership minus plus the flank attacks and the rear charge should be quite enough to break almost any unit. Unless you're fighting a dwarf or something, because dwarfs, they don't give a fuck. They do not give a shit. Of course, the undead don't break, but it does put them into crumbling mode, which I don't want them to crumble as fast as possible, because then you can actually disengage from them and let them kill themselves slowly. Always an option. Our left flank there is completely cleared, as well as Khazrak's flank is starting to get cleared. It's just these crypt ghouls left, and after that, there's not a lot left in this battle. As you see here, we have the nice pincer set up against some Graveguard with great weapons. I'm going to send one in first, just to hold them there, and hopefully trying to bait a reaction for them to stop, but they didn't stop, so I'm just going to send everything in all at once. They're going to get surrounded, flanked, destroyed. You can see their leadership has hit 0, and they are crumbling hard. I'm moving the chariot around, because if you don't know, if you just make them attack, they kind of just stand there and are kind of useless. But if you grab them and keep giving them movement orders, they start moving around, and it kind of counts as a charge. Chariots kind of work on, they do a lot of damage on the charge. It's kind of like in fantasy, they have a thing called impact hits, where once they hit the unit, it does damage, but when they get into melee itself, they're normally not that good. Yeah, it's normally up to that impact hit to do everything for you. You see we have some skeleton warriors left there, some skeleton warriors left here. The rest of this battle is breaking down this wall, beating the crap out of skeleton warriors, and just slowly waiting for them all to crumble. Well, boys, we took that battle a little slower than we really needed to, but at the end of the day, we didn't take any damage really, and we won the battle against pretty high tier units. So, it went pretty well. Let's continue on, and I believe we can just raise this, salute and raise. Alrighty, Khazrak, you're taking the Hooveric attrition. Going to hidden encampment to get rid of that, though. You're going to head back. You're going to head towards Castle Drakenhof, probably. As well as Etchen. And then probably move up to the Wood Elves as well. Let's see, Swartzhaven. These are no longer in your range. So I might just perform the ritual there. Of course, the Dawi are taken over here. But I might just head north. Maybe even go northeast. I'm not too sure. I might actually need to come back down towards the Dawi. It might be probably my next option. I'll see how it goes. I will see in the future. Let's see, Taurox, you also have a battle here. So, Aragad, let me actually... I want to level you up first. So you've got a devolve, and let's give you a Trader Ken as well. I feel like this army might not be enough to take this, to be honest, but I might just give it a go. The Sarguard, of course, are quite strong. I'll see with the Armored Khazars. The Warbearer Riders, if they get our... You know what, I don't think we win this, actually. If they catch all our Minotaurs out, we're pretty much fucked. And we need to get through walls. I think it's going to be a close one. I kind of want to try it. Let's go in. Taurox the Brass Bull has been summoned, and he is here to cause devastation. The Festival of Slaughter is about to begin. You just see right here, Taurox is right at the front, took a lot of Streltsy fire to begin the battle off, but he is going to just duck and weave, and hopefully not get shot. We have the Eye of Morsleeve in the back there, throwing some rocks, our Regiment of Renowned Cygor unit, trying to destroy some monsters on the wall. We also have our squads of Minotaurs coming in hard. We have a squad over here with hand weapon and shield. They're going to be our standard rank and flank unit, while we have our flanking unit itself, the dual weapon version. They are going to do a lot of damage in this battle, as well as our Chaos Spawn, Razor Gores, and everything else. Let's go into normal mode now. Chaos Spawn and Squad are moving up. We're going to present everything for that gate, try and get it down as fast as possible. We have our Regiment of Renowned Centaurs over here, the Sons of Gorus. I believe you're the Sons of Gorus. No, you're the different ones. You're the Grog Hooves of Wolf's Run. I don't know your stats, but I'm sure you're pretty cool. We also have a Shaman over here. He is going to be moving up these trees just to cast Devolve. And the other one, I can't remember its name, Trader Kin on all these units. So let's have a look at the Kislev units. We haven't got to look at them yet. They have some Ice Glaives here. They are I was going to say normal archers, but they are archers with magical attacks. They also have the Frostbite ability on them magical attacks, which gives a minus 40 speed to the enemy. So these guys are really good at pinning enemies down, stopping them from being able to run at you, while the rest of your firepower takes them out. Speaking of the rest of their firepower, we have some Streltsy in the front here. These are the standard handgunners of the Kislev forces. However, as you can see, they have giant axes on the end of their guns. So they are capable of fighting in melee as well. So they're an all-round great unit. I believe they also have a bit of AP. Yes, they do. They are armor piercing with that great axe. So they are very good at fighting armored foes. These guys are great against the Warriors of Chaos, which the whole army is based on fighting warriors of chaos, because that's the whole point of Kislev, surviving the onslaught of chaos. We have some armored Khazars over here. They have hand weapon and handgun. So they are a standard infantry unit, except they have that fired well as on them as well. They have the Griffin Legion. This is a nice cav unit. Big charge bonus on them. Nice weapon strength. They are very good against infantry and the infantry squad. What else they got over here? Just more armored Khazars. These ones, instead of having shield, are the two-handed great weapon version, so AP. Very decent. They also have the exact same thing that I just talked about. I believe there is a SAR guard somewhere. Yep, over here. These are armored Khazars. Where are the SAR guard? I remember seeing SAR guards somewhere. Who cares? What is over here? They have a Hag Witch. One of the new units in this new patch of SFO. They are very good spellcasters, so definitely want to see them in action. They also have some Khazars with saber and shields, so just the standard infantry melee version of the Khazars. Some Streltsy right there, and armored Khazars with pistols. The War Bear Riders, probably the most scariest unit in this whole Kislev army, for us at least. They are anti-large, have a great charge bonus, as well as having a very high weapon strength, so we need to stay away from them. At this point, we are going to send everything into the gates. Iron Warsuit's going to move up to help out as well. The Minotaur is looking for something to drop down on. And we also have some hidden Ungor units that are going to move in here and try and break through, take out some of the capture locations while we are dealing with everything else down here. Let's have a look at that gate. That gate is going down quite quick, and it should be down very, very soon. All of their shooters are focusing on the Eye of Morsleep over here, a Cygor. I believe this rock is different than the normal Cygor, and I believe his skin tone's different, but I can't really tell because he's covered in his own blood and guts. He doesn't really care though, he just wants to throw some rocks and have a good old time. The blind can't be hurt. So at this point, I realized something. This replay, just like Khazrak's, is broken. The gate should have been down already. We should have been in and fighting. There's a Minotaur here that's just dropped into these Khazars. I didn't do this until the gate was down and everyone was fighting. All of these units are going to move over here. I have tried to watch this battle before and yeah, I wasn't recording, so I had to redo it. But I did want to show off all the Kislev units. I do want to just have a little look at a bit of our Minotaurs as well. So let's go slow motion, just have an up and close personal look. These are the Jewel Axe versions, so of course they have a really high charge bonus, 60, as their weapon strength's really high as well. Got that bonus versus infantry, they got that AP bonus as well, and they have Blood Greed, so the more they kill, the more melee attack, leadership, and charge bonus they have. Then they get that immune to psychology, which is great, so they can't get debuffed from leaderships, and the unstoppable charge, which means that if a unit is braced, it's only getting half of the damage took away instead of the full damage took away from the charge bonus. So they're very, very good. We also have the, where is the hand and shield versions? They're somewhere here. I don't know. They're all messed up in all this chaos spawn. They're standing about for some reason. Of course, I noticed this was wrong when the gate wasn't down and the inputs for all the attacking is working. So they're trying to attack this, and because we've captured a gate over here, the game is telling all these units to run all the way around and come in here for some reason. Yeah, it is what it is. So let's swap out to the real battle. Now on to the real battle, where things didn't go all weird. Dropping some devolves and traderkins as we wait for this gate to get broken down. We have all our Ungors moving, like we saw before. The Eye of Morsleep is a lot further back than in the replay, and he's continued to fire. I'm going to grab every one of our Minotaurs that just push him straight into the armored Khazars. just try and get everything in as fast as possible, and then once they are in, I can start selecting a unit at a time and make them take out some archers, shooters, whatever you want to call them. Pretty much anything that has a range fire, I need to stop them from shooting. I'm gonna drop some defaults to these big blobs as well. Khazrak, Taurox, is dealing with a hero, as you can see. I don't know if you noticed, but his health it's going down like a quarter every hit. Taurox is so strong. He's a very strong lord. He's very good lord as well, especially his campaign, because he has the corn campaign buff stuff. So it's a very good. So we just have that Death Star in the middle here, just dealing with the, I think it's armor Khazars. And I don't know what else is in there because I can't see because of the battle bullshit, but you know what I mean. At least you can actually see that I used army abilities, however, that Warsteve got hit by the tower and got his ass kicked. But we do have the 2 army abilities on the side there. The one with the feather is the one that destroys enemies' ammunition, as well as, I think it slows their fire rate down. I'm not too sure, I don't really remember now. So I'm gonna be dropping that on any blobs of Streltsy, Khazars, Ice Glaives, that sort of stuff. So yeah, Taurox is gonna go for the Hag Witch, try and get rid of her quite quickly. There it is right there. Gonna drop it on here on the Ice Guard with swords there, so it's gonna stop them from firing on us. I don't know if you noticed there, but the Minotaur was in the spot, just like the replay showed that he was in the air, then he moved over. But yeah, it happened in the replay a lot sooner. As you can see here, I'm setting up all our Ungors as well to try and take them capture points. I was going to send them into the Streltsy here, but they have Bordashes, I don't know how you say that one. So the anti-large is a bit too much for us, and I noticed Taurox just got his ass kicked, and I thought he had the item that gives replenishment, but that is just the strength one. The other one gives them exact same buffs, except they also replenish HP. But it is what it is. More devolves, more Traderkins. Because we took so much damage on our shaman, I'm trying to keep him hidden away from fire. But, you know, I can only do so much with the range that he is given. There, Morghur's going to move in there and drop a Warp Gaze on the armored Khazars, or it might be Sargart, not too sure. Giving them a -30 armor, and they cannot move. So our cast spawn unit there should be able to annihilate that squad without a problem. At this point, I'm seeing some Minotaurs not really doing anything, so I'm just trying to get everything attacking and stopping them from firing on us. We do have 2 really main blobs, although we have one on the south side and one on the north side. The south side is dealing with a Griffin Legion, as well as a Sargard, and I don't know, blobs just keep forming there constantly throughout the battle, so there must be reinforcements being trickled in there. But on the north side, however, we are just kind of being held back. We just need a nice charge in there, something to break them, and then once we get through, we should be able to get to the Hag Witch, as well as the Streltsy, and I think there's some Khazars back there as well. Yeah, you can see them in the top screen right there, and the Warbear Riders, the Warbear Riders are there as well. I do need to be worried about them. Weary, not worried. But yeah, just gonna keep pushing up. As you can see, the Cygor is taking out that Hag Witch without a problem. I think it's Hag Witch, maybe Hag Lord, Hag Queen, Hag something. Who knows, man? It's a new unit. I have no fucking idea. If you don't know about SFO units, by the way, you could check out my video I did showing all the updates in this SFO patch. Whenever the next one comes out, of course, that might be outdated, but it is what it is. Cygor did get rid of the main lord, though, not the Hag Witch. It moved away from us. I believe it was just a Ice Witch that was the main lord. So Cygor was probably able to one-shot her, maybe two-shot her. He's really not that good. More devolves over here. As I said, this side just keeps getting more and more reinforcements trickled to it, so it's very good. At this point, the Warbear Riders have came in, though. So I am trying to get everything that I can to push in and try and help out, because them Warbear Riders are going to do a lot of damage on our Minotaurs. I was thinking about popping the Moon and More Sleep thing, But I was like, no, I'm just going to do a load of damage to my minotaurs with that. Oh, it was minus 40 range. File entropy is what that army ability is. It's not slower missile attacking speed. It's just minus range and removing off their ammo. Which, by the way, if you don't know, ammo goes towards the balance of power. And winning a battle is not based on how many units you've killed. It's how much balance of power is left. Every unit has a unit strength. Every model in the unit adds to the strength etc. And of course, ammo also adds to that. So if you can drop the file entropy to get rid of the ammo, you're basically making that unit half its total strength. So even if I don't do any damage to that unit, they are worth less in the total overall. That's why it's very good to pretty much run around and let the enemy waste their ammo on you without getting any good value out of it. Not only do you not take damage, but it also adds to the balance of power. At this point, the Warbow Riders are basically down. Taurox and Co are just chilling, to be honest. On the bottom flank here, we pretty much destroyed everything. So the Centaurs are going to move up. They have a Streltsy unit over here, but I don't want to charge them because they're anti-large. So I am going to just send the Centaurs to just sit there and throw axes at them. I don't know when I do that, probably in a wee bit. But other than that, we are just pretty much trying to clear everything up. Push in. We've got the Streltsy and Khazrak stuck in combat now. Got the Warherd moving into the Warbow Riders. They're already breaking. They have the by my will thing, the unbreakable shit. So once that goes down, they will break. So I want that Warherd chasing them to make sure they don't come back. Gonna drop another devolve on them as well, just to make sure. Of course, the Warbow unit is very, very strong, so we do need to get rid of it. Chaos Spawn Centaur. There's a Centaur thing. I have them just chilling there, throwing their axes at these bardashes. But they break also. So the only thing really left is a Warbow unit here. I don't know if you know, but I did the moon thing, the damage thing on an Ungor unit, and they did. That single Ungor unit did a quarter of the HP of a Warbow unit. It's really good value when you get a tier 1 unit, make it good enough to do that much damage to like a tier 3, tier 4 unit. It's really, really, really decent. Like at this point though, the battle is basically over. It's just clearing up the enemies and waiting for their bye will to finish up, get them to stop being unbreakable, and let us win the battle. A Pyrrhic victory. A lot better than I actually expected. I was expecting us to lose a lot of units in that battle, but a good amount of Minotaurs mixed with Taurox and our Beret Shaman seemed to be enough to take out the Great Orthodoxy. Let us, loot and raise, give us a bit of money, and then let's put you into Hidden Encampment. Now let's throw you into the Herdstone. I feel like that will give us a bit more replenishment at least. We're gonna wait a turn here, I think, before we perform that ritual, just in case any lords come up. Well, maybe not. I mean, we could still take all these areas to get a bit more, but I feel like a Kislev army is going to head this way and attack us before we can actually perform the ritual. And I'm not sending these guys back to defend. So you know what? Let's just perform it for now. And we're getting quite close to the end game battle. Well, it's not the endgame battle. It used to be the endgame battle, but you know what I mean. The fall of man. Alrighty, let's see. What do I want to upgrade you with, Taurox? We just kind of need growth, to be honest. Everything else I don't think you really care about. Yeah, no, not really. The Winds of Magic might be nice for your shaman, so you might as well just take that. Although, did I give him an item? I didn't give him an item, so let's get him the... Where is it? The Blind Eye of Seeing. Because every shaman needs that. Let's see. Wartooth. Yes. And where are you? Blind Eye of Seeing. And Taurox. We can actually give you some items. Oh, you already have some items. Push to strength. I prefer if you had one that give you healing. Push to toughness would have been nice. That's okay. Ward, weapon attack, Armor, I would prefer you have more ward. Helmet Discord, nope. Clearance scales, nope. Petrol, Strength Helm, and Charm Shield. No, we don't even have any ward, so we're just going to leave it as is. Enchanted item-wise, we don't really want to give you just speed stuff, so just stick with what you got. You, however, I do think you could do with some speed. That's not too bad. Enchanted item. Oh, you already have stuff. What is this? Spell resistance, probably don't need it. Although, it depends how far that is. 55 meters. I feel like we need to be a lot closer than we are when we're casting our Devolves to make use of that. But it might... I feel like, you know what? Throw it on you, and we'll see how it goes. Take the Hunted Spear, because you might as well have a weapon to attack enemies from a distance. And Clearing Scales, good thing to debuff the enemy. Do we have any talismans at all? We have spell resistance. Yeah, let's just take spell resistance. Okay, sweet. I think that is us. I think I'm just going to end the turn here, and then next turn I will go through and level everyone up. Alright, let's go. Well, during the end turn, the pirates of Satoza want a peace treaty. I'm going to say no, because Ikakla is just going to continue killing them. I mean, I don't really care, though. Alrighty, with that sorted, we can continue on. We have a mission to raid Castle Drakenhof. Probably not going to do that. Draca has taken Castle Templehof, however. This will be a field battle. Khazrak, how are you looking? You are a wee bit hurt. And Draca's kind of scary, so I don't know if I want you to fight her on your own. Maybe I do. I'm not too sure. It might be quite a battle. Let's see. The Great Hawks, they are 142 speed. My god, that is fucking stuff. The Dryads we could take out no problem. Heroes, we don't really have a lot for. We only have the Gorgon to deal with that, and Khazrak himself. The Giant Wolves, the Pharaoh Bears, bit of a problem. Same with the Soats, and Draca herself, of course, is a bit of a problem. I might give it a go, though, and see how it goes. Maybe in the next episode we will see how much time we have left. So let's just leave it like that. And Morghur, you might as well start getting some stuff. As you know, we're going to leave it. No point giving you stuff when you're already pointlessly big. Taurox, however, you did do quite well in your battle. And the ritual's complete there. So you're probably going to head... I don't really want to go back up north, because I don't want to fight Kislev and the Warriors of Chaos. There's Archeon. He's going to come down and deal with all that shit anyway. So I feel like we're going to have to start pushing south. And south is Dow. Oh, God. Hiccup. South is Dowie, so let's just continue on that way. Let's go into... You might as well join these guys. Although you could maybe head over east, actually. Let's head over east. Wait there. Go hidden encampment. And head east. We're going to take out the Kislev stuff, actually, with you. And then move south. Malgor and Bamu, you are heading towards Talabheim. Go on. Well, as Bamu, you can move up too. Malagor, you are full on stuff. You're all good. I want to get you more mat, of course, but I don't have the dread. And Abamu, you just need to get more Ungor Raiders. I wonder why your recruitment is so low. Oh, it's because you're level 1. You know what? Let's get you that. You're already getting the dread per turn, which is good. That's the only build I really care for you to have. Other than that, I think we're all good. All good, all good, all good, all good indeed. Alright, let's level people up then. Taurox. At this point, you can start go into your special stuff. So, Gorgons. Yes, well, Gorgons and Minotaurs in here, because this is a stack of River of Blood region for winning battles. Who cares about that? Juggernaut, Daze, very nice actually, but Gore Feast, I believe, is the best one. I think this gives regeneration and Gore Greed on our Minotaurs. Of course, it's the Blood Greed, so it also gives a heal as well in all our Minotaurs, so we definitely want to take that. Can I upgrade Minotaurs? No, I can't. I don't have enough, so leave it as is. That should be sweet. And his shaman. Just go another point in devolve, because devolve and trader can are really, really good. Khazrak, let's give you... Because fear of fighting humans, nah. Helm Master probably could do with that. This is probably the main one though, Hordes of the Drakwold, because of our Bestigorge. As I say, I do want to get a Herdstone going somewhere. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know, oh shit. The devastation kind of confused me there for a second. I do want to get a Herdstone. I'm probably going to put one maybe in Eshin. Yeah, I'll probably put one in Eshin. And from that one, I'm probably going to do this. And go for some of the chosen gores. So I need to save some money and remember about that. Because I do want them in Khazrak's army. I think it'll be pretty cool just to see what they're like. Abahav, however, let's give you magical reserves. You might as well. I think that's everyone. I think that's all our rewards and dread stuff. Everything sorted. So, Khazrak, you are going to attack Castle Templehof. Except, of course, you're not actually going to fight it on this episode. Next episode, we're going to start off with a big open field battle against Drika. So, till then, guys, I hope you're well. Peace.